Hi everyone, and welcome to the Rural Minnesota Guy channel. Today we're going to talk about the HERCULES Brushless 20V Cordless Circular Saw. Now I bought this a few months ago, specifically for a house that I'm working on that has no power. Literally no power. The power company actually came and took the power line down. It's been vacant for so long. So I've been using that tool there a lot. Do a lot of work on that house. So we're going to take a deep dive in this saw. We're going to go to the Harbor Freight website. And towards the end of this video, I want you to stick around. I'm going to show you the most important thing you can do to keep this saw lasting a long time. We'll also do some demonstrations. Okay, let's get to it. One thing I noticed about this saw is how smooth it runs. Really smooth. I would say almost smoother than my Milwaukee sitting over there. That's a Milwaukee and that's a Scale Warren Drive. Those are both corded prorated saws. Just thought I'd mention that over there. We're not going to compare those to this one. Just strictly about this HERCULES today. It does come with the blade as well, which I have not changed. I rarely wear my blades down. I mean, it takes a really, really long time. And I don't clean them all. I just, when they start to wear down, I change them. You know, blades are really cheap. Also, it may not look like it, but this is metal. This is metal. Because it does look like it's plastic, but it is not. It does have a shop vac hookup if you want. And what I use that HERCULES over there for these tools. So my shop's just too small to have a dust collection system in it. You can just hook that like that if you want to collect the dust. It has a hook on it, which comes out for hanging on things. I'm not sure if you could hang that on your tool belt. It's about 6 pounds. I haven't tried it yet. The switch on it. This is a safety switch, so you have to press this down to get the flick on. All right, otherwise it is locked or it won't turn on. On the back of this is our depth adjuster to adjust the depth of how you want to cut. The front, this is where you adjust your angle. And one thing about this is how smooth this does adjust. I worked on a lot of saws where this actually binds. You know, you have to kind of work in the back, and this does not bind at all. Here, this is the lock. That's for locking the blade when you want to change it. And it does have the hex tool spot for it. You can pull that out, push that button down, and change the blade out. It's a pretty tough little tool as well. All right, let's jump over to the website and we'll show you some detailed information there. And there is a current price of the saw, $99.99. And that price has not moved since it was released. And I haven't seen an exclusive coupon for that saw either. One thing interesting about this, which I'll show you here, is a feedback rating. Look at the feedback rate on that. That is really good. All right, now let's go up to, now it's comparing to the Milwaukee, which they always do. They always have a comparison on their website is what they're comparing that to. And they compare it to that Milwaukee 2631-20. So let's go over to the Home Depot website. and take a look at that saw. So here's a Milwaukee, and it is actually on sale right now. At normal price, that is $199.99. And these saws, as far as specs, are identical. Both rated at 5,000 RPM, brushless, of course. All right, so let's go ahead and do some sample cuts with the saw. All right, so we have a board set up on the edge of my bench. Now I'm trying to use Harbor Freight all tools since it is a Harbor Freight saw. Using the Brenham quick clamps. I have one down there already. And put another one down. And we're going to measure 2 inches using a Hercules tape measure. Pittsburgh square. So we'll measure about 2 1/4 inches in. Let's go 2 1/4 and 5. This is a 3/4 inch lumber pine. Now I'm using a Hercules 12 amp hour battery. I only have one of these, and the only place I use these is on that circular saw and the Hercules reciprocating saw when I have to really do some heavy duty work with that one. So we're going to clip that on there. This does make the saw a lot heavier. Now the blade is already adjusted. And what you want that blade just a little above what you're cutting. We'll make 2 cuts. And I'll show you how I like to do my cuts. I actually never look at the guides, the front guide at all on here. Because when I put that on there, you know, a lot of people look at here, the guide. They actually look at here because I'm starting my cut here, not here. So my eye is on that blade going against that line the whole time I'm cutting. I never look at that. And what's interesting I'd like to try is this. There ain't too many, as far as I know. Only the Skill and the Ryobi Corded actually have a laser light. That'd be kind of interesting to try those. I don't know of any other tool that actually has that laser light, but if you know any cord models that have it, let me know. I've like those 2 models that I know that have that. Now another thing you can do, you can actually put a fence in here that goes in like this. The guide. I actually never use these. They have a tendency to line up. One thing that's on the list is actually I'm looking at a track saw kit. All right, so we'll make 2 cuts. Let me bring the camera down a little bit. All right, I'll be making the first cut. And I'll have my eye here the whole time as I cut through this. One thing about this saw, it is a really smooth cutting saw. That's one thing that I'm really impressed about. All right, let's do our second cut. I moved outside here because I didn't want all this dust blowing around my shop. And you want to blow your tool off, clean your tools off really well. I have Hercules and I have the Bauer. Every time I get done with a tool, I blow it off. Simple, easy to do. Now we come to the end of our review. Just some simple cuts we did with that saw. I think it's a strong candidate to go against that Milwaukee. Take a look at it at Harbor Freight, guys, and thanks for watching.